Welcome to Science Channel. Today I would like to introduce you the 3D website. In here you can identify or looking for a lot of images, 3D images, whatever you want. So let me go to this website. This website is from National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease. If you watch my video in the previous, I mentioned about the bioarc, right? But here the NIH also provide us the NIH 3D, and in here you can see different type of the structure of the 3D images. For example, like brain, for example, it heart, or you can looking for different images. For example, here I look, and now I'm focused on brain. I can type brain, and in here we can see that a lot of 3D images linking with brain. And if you want to download these images, you can just double click and download this images, whatever you want, by different type of the images file. For example, here STL, or this is the output, right? You can see here you can let me see here. For example, here you can download the PNG, or you can for example, here I want to download the PNG file here, and they said that download, and you can open your 3D images, PNG here. Or you can easily go back here, and you can click the 3D views, and then take a few minutes, and you can see the whole structure of the 3D. And in here I don't want the color. I want to change the background with white or gray or black, whatever, and then you can select. But in here I refer to go to with or you can see that for example here, if in here I don't have the color. If you select the color, and you can change the color of the brain. For example, like I want to here with the black, the red, and you can adjust whatever capacity, clear cow, or roundness, or mentonness, and you can see that you can make the images look like that, whatever you want. And then you can import this file into GLB or STL, and you can publish these images. Very carefully when you select images, because here and they also mentioned about how to cite this NIH 3D entry. And for example, here you should like cite the license they provide in here to make sure that it is eligible to submit your paper into the good journal. Let's go back to the main website. In here, because here I focus on brain, I type brain, but here if you want to focus on the virus, you can click the virus and then you search, and then here you can select the collection. For example, here I want to focus on the neuroscience, or maybe here the virus is not maybe 3D library, or maybe some kind of like SARS-CoV-2. In here you can see that they have 1,000 of the protein linked with the SARS-CoV-2, and you can easy to download that. And in here, quick submit. In here you can search with like quick submit only, or you can select exclude quick submit only, to make sure that you can select the best images you want. And in here you also search the order or license, whatever you want. And also you can filter, for example, like subject from only human, or because here I did the virus, and maybe I select brain, neuroscience. Let me see here. For example, like 3D. Well, I just select brain in here, and then you can select only human. Yes, you can see that they show only human, or diagnostics with some kind of disease, and they mention here. Or you can select with like a lot of modality like CT scan or MRI, PET, or 3D ultrasound, or hardware device use or medical application. And you can see here they have a lot of options like molecular filters, 3D printer, and all the filter, and to make sure that you can find the image you want for your paper or your presentation. Let's look back to the brain here. So in here I focus on the brain female, and you can see that you can I mentioned before, right? They have description of the images, they have the license, and you can see here how many people already download and how many people view, and you can pre-print it or you can download whatever you want. And in here, if you want to see in detail, you can click the 3D viewer, and then from here you can rotate to see that the whole brain look like, and you can see that they have the frontal cortex, they have the temporal cortex, or you can see they have section. You can see here you can select some kind of groups. For example, here, let me go here, which I can change the color of the brain. For example, here, because here I focus on the retina mass, and here I want this maybe red. I can select red, and here I want to the red mass with different color. I want here a little bit dark, or like green, or like blue, or like navy, or whatever. And then you can adjust, and in here so you also change the background, and then which one is suitable with your purpose, your scientific question. You can like zoom in and zoom out, and then you can export them. I hope this video will help you find the good 3D images, and then you can download and use it for your paper or for presentation. Thank you for listening.